everybody. NagiNaoe101 here. So, anyway, what do I want to talk about? Well, other than the fact that we had now a reason to talk about things. I do, on the side, some nature photography, and apparently I got kind of told some pretty gnarly crap from somebody who said that in order to do my hobby properly, I have to get up by early ass in the morning to, well, do stuff that I can't regularly do in my neighborhood. And, I mean, yeah, my buses don't run at 4 in the goddamn morning, so, perfect shot, dude, let me tell you something. I did not get into photography just to be bossed around by some know-it-all. So, let's see. We're a cobalt hammer. Okay. Let's take a look at okay. So, yeah, that was basically what I got told. And this was on Reddit of all places, but again, I don't usually listen to Reddit, because half the people on Reddit don't even know what they're talking about anyway. Some of them, and yes, I've posted stories on Reddit a few times regarding my issue with a certain creeper and his obsession with the fact that I am not his GFF and never will be. People think that because I never wanted to be his GFF, I never wanted to be his whatever. The thing is, when I posted some of the stuff about him, it was to bring people awareness of the fact that this is a creeper, and I mean that in all sense of the word, creeper who lives in Colorado who thinks because he is a baby, and I mean that he's okay with doing what he does to people. I mean, I don't understand why anyone who is homeless by choice, and he is, believes that it is his God-given right to dictate to me his intentions. I mean, this is a guy who clearly needs to go to a mental institution, and I personally don't really see a problem with treating him like a baby. And yes, I will treat him like a baby. If I see him at a convention, you bet I would treat him like he was a toddler. And I really don't understand how anyone in our fandom, cobalt raising hammer? Okay. Can be friends with something that is just gonna turn around and use them anyway, and then throw light on the fact that he cannot handle being rejected. It is the fact that many of the people in the Colorado anime community have coddled him and then get angry at girls like myself who go, but I want to date a guy who has a job. I actually got told that I was being, what was the word? Entitled. Because I decided I didn't like anything this child had to say. He was a toddler compared to what I was expecting. I wanted to have an intellectual conversation, not be stuck babysitting a toddler. But no, the Colorado anime community gets mad at me because I said, well, I don't want to be around something that doesn't have a brain. And I know he has a brain, he just chooses to cry, "Mommy, wommy, mommy, wommy, I want a mommy," every time some girl ultimately rejects him. And I mean, I have seen him get upset when a girl openly rejects him. And he gets this look of, "That's not fair. I liked you. You were my girlfriend. You can't reject me." And then he gets told, well, yes, you can. The problem with the cultural expectation, and this is the expectation of anyone who has been through special ed, you have to date within the special ed department. And that is the most irritating, asinine thing I had ever seen. I don't want to date somebody who has the IQ of a toddler. I don't want to be around somebody who spends his time thinking that playing a game of whack-a-mole 100,000 times is worthy of my attention. I told a guy I don't date with... The other thing is, I don't date in the anime community in general. If I was single, I would probably be between asexual and just not interested. It isn't as if I'm missing out on anything. Because, honestly, I'm not missing out on anything. This is a person who gets upset over the fact that girls just don't find him I kind of got mad at him one day, and he got mad at me because I told him I didn't have any interest in it. And to be kind of rude, yes, I was rude. I was mean. I didn't want to deal with his childish attitude and behaviors. And one day I just told my friends I don't want to be around him. When I got asked why, I said, I just don't want to be around somebody who does this. Then he sends me a block of text when I went out with my female friends about how bad of a friend I was because, oh my god, I went out with the girls' day out. Oh my gosh, I'm a terrible human being. Oh my gosh, I'm not a good friend because of a pre-planned event. Because Toddler Boy decided he wanted to go too, and I had to bring him along because he had to go. And then I told him about, under no circumstances will I let him go. And somehow I'm a bad friend? It's a girls' day out. It is for girls, not for boys. What part of that does not equate to a toddler? But then I realized something very sad. People in the freaking community would rather side with the toddler than with the adult, who wants nothing to do with the toddler. I am being told I am being unforgiving. I led him on, which, by the way, I never really led anyone on. I never talked to him until after a while. And with all of this, I was sitting there being forced to watch his lousy AMVs. He has no talent in making AMVs. He also quote-unquote, has been copyright striked multiple times, people. I am sorry to be mean, but he has been copyright striked, I don't know, twice? And people are acting like I'm the bad guy here? I don't steal shit from people. I don't pretend to be something I'm not. And honestly, I'm sorry, Weeaboo Billy, but, you, quite frankly, yes, stole material that was copyrighted for your lousy, good-for-nothing AMVs, which nobody watches. Honestly, if any of you ever run across Exodia or something, don't watch his AMVs, don't even give him a viewer count, because honestly, he is just as immature as they come. And he gets upset if you don't agree with him. That is one of the biggest problems I've had with this guy for years. I have had years to deal with this. And honestly, I feel bad for anybody who gets stuck with him, because he acts like a child. He doesn't even take responsibility for his actions. This is why I literally don't want kids, because if my kid turns out like this, and I teach them to be responsible and, I don't know, be actual adults and shit, I expect my kids to actually obey those rules and not be a freaking toddler about it. But no, I get stuck with me being told I'm being unreasonable and I am being mean and cruel to a child who's mentally unfit to be trusted with a child. That is one of the biggest problems I've had in the last couple of months right now, is people want me to go to an anime convention, and oh, by the way, there's a few problems with this. One, the people running the convention, and I don't mean any disrespect to them, they are actually trying their hardest, are pretty nice people. I'm gonna just give you that. The convention itself is run by some nice people. Now, it is those who attend that become an issue. If you ever attend a convention and you don't feel safe to be around, say, a toddler who has the mental capacity of a 4-year-old, yeah, I wouldn't recommend this convention, because honestly, I have had to deal with this person with the mental capacity of a toddler for years, and many people are like, oh, he's not that bad. Dude, this guy attempted to go after a 15-year-old and he is in his 20s. Something is not right in this country. If you are going to go after a toddler, if you are going to tell me, Keith Richard, oh, I can't say his name. If you tell me that is to be trusted around your child, I will laugh at you. I have been around him for years, and no, he is not to be trusted with your child. No, he is not a good person. I don't care if you are friends with him. He is not a good person. I have been around him for years. I have seen him manipulate and lie to people. And yes, he has lied. He has done things. And I have seen it. And people still tell me I am being judgmental. Can I mention something about the judgment of that? I am not being judgmental when I'm telling you, don't go near the don't go near the freaking forest fire. Oh wait, that's Keith. Never mind, let's just say it. Don't go near the forest fire. Oh wait, it's too late. I have been nice about it so far, but when years upon years of being told that I am being mean-spirited and rude, I have had it. I have told my friends and my family I will not go near this person. And honestly, it is because they aren't to be trusted normally. And when people say, you're being judgmental, you're not being friendly, I sit there and look at them and go, and you wonder why. You are asking me why I will not go near somebody who probably is not a good person. I am sorry you feel I am a really bad person for saying this. Don't go near the freaking pedophile if he's in the goddamn room and your child is in the room with them. Do not let your child be alone with him. And yet, in my community, they let him in. I have told countless people, including my own freaking friends, I will not come near him. And, of course, I get told I'm being judgmental. Gee, I wonder why. Does it really not compute when you realize a person is not a good person? Hello? I mean, I am literally having to say it. And it is getting to the point where I repeat myself over and over again in this community of anime nerds that I am not even being listened to. I once told my ex, if people in this community are that freaking stupid, maybe there's a sign I shouldn't be here. Yes, that's right, I did say that. Maybe it's a sign I shouldn't be part of this community. And many people in my community absolutely don't agree with me because, oh, wait, you don't trust him? Oh, hell no. Who here trusts a guy who spent 90% of a convention whining at me because I didn't want to be his girlfriend? He has a 14-year age difference. And unfortunately, because of that, I am being called unforgiving. Well, I'm sorry. That is not a good enough reason to blacklist me from a group because I told the fucking truth. Dear gods in the freaking Lord and Lady, what do I fucking have to do to tell a customer in my life, especially not a customer, but a human, that I am stuck with a freaking pedo who thinks I'm his girlfriend? The only reason he wants me as a girlfriend, and I am 40 years old here, well, 41, technically, the only reason he wants me as his girlfriend, and I will tell you this, is to use me like cover. What do you think Marion Zimmer Bradley's husband did? He literally used Marion, and, oh, and even though she did participate, by the way, he threw her under the bus in about 5 minutes or less. And I'm not fucking kidding, people. He literally threw her under a bus. And yet, she had to basically divorce the asshole just to get her, yeah. I am not going to be nice about this if I had to deal with somebody like Keith, or, no. Let's not call him by that. Let's call him Weeaboo Billy. If I had to deal with Weeaboo Billy in any sense of the human word, I'd probably throw him under the goddamn bus. Because, honestly, I've thrown him under the bus before. And he kept coming back. He kept complimenting the fact I am supposed to be his GFF. I am supposed to be his friend. I have zero respect for people who do that. I am not your freaking girlfriend. I am not your GFF. I am not anything but a human being trying to do my goddamn job and not listen to you. I know you think because, oh my gods, I'm your friend. I am not your friend, buddy. I mean, I've literally sat here for 20 minutes complaining about the fact that I've been through this, well, BS before. But the problem with the Colorado anime community, and it's not their fault in general, it is... Nothing really surprised anybody, considering that in the state of where I'm at, in the Colorado community, I have to deal with drama and people being total fucking idiots. And it is not my fault that people like Keith, well, let's not call him Keith, Weeaboo Billy, I gotta stick with that. People like Weeaboo Billy have been going to this convention for years, and they have never changed. He claims he changed. Getting thrown out on the streets after your friends find out you've been lying to them? Haha, that does not... Yo, you are not being honest there, Billy. You are being dishonest. I'm sorry you felt that I was supposed to help you. Oh no. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just say it. You brought it on yourself. You treated me like I was supposed to be your mother. I didn't want to be your mother. I wanted my own life. I wanted to hang out with my own friends. Not deal with drama. Not deal with a child. Watch Godzilla movies. Not deal with a fucking child. I was 27 when he asked me out. Do you want to know how old he was? 14 years old. Yeah, he lied about his age, by the way. And I kind of saw through it. Yes. Yes, I did. I saw right through it. And, of course, everybody in the Colorado anime community called me a... Yeah. Yes, they really called me a you-know-what. Because, guess what? I did not want to be a person to deal with drama. I did not want to deal with the consequences of being called a pedophile. Do you know, I am not into it. You know, I will not give people like Weeaboo Billy a chance because he lied to me. He lied about his age. He told me he was 15, which again, I rejected him. But I was smart enough, I rejected him. I did not want to date somebody who spent And, of course, his older brother told me his real age. I mean, I was... How pissed do you think I really was when dealing with him? Yeah. Yeah, you can guess I was not a very happy person, considering that I worked my tail off, and I got lied about. I got lied to. I got told a bunch of falsehoods, and I am still angry. And everybody in Colorado's anime community all said that it was my fault. It's my fault that he ended up this way. By the way, no, he didn't. I did nothing to him. He did all of this to himself. And by the way, if you are watching this and you are from the Colorado anime community, this is not my fault. I never did jack to this guy. He did it all to himself, and he treated me as if I was his girlfriend. I never played the part. I never gave him hope. I never gave him that full perfect. I am the epitome of the perfect girlfriend bullshit that he keeps telling people about. I literally have told people in the community of anime nerds, I am not interested in this. I have a husband. I am very happy, and I am not interested. And I'm using the term husband loosely because we're not technically married yet. But honestly, after years of tolerating people in my community lying to me about friendships and calling me a freaking all these damn names, I have gotten to the point where I've actually gotten to stop caring if I have friends or not, because people call me bad names because I quote unquote refuse to date a person or dump a person because I'm not a freaking... yeah. It gets to the point where I have turned down many friends in the community because of their apparent inability to accept that I take responsibility for my own actions. I do not care if this comes off as hurtful to some people. The reason I don't want kids is because of the Colorado anime community. Because they don't take responsibility for their actions. I am not a freaking child who spends her life listening to a bunch of people in the community who don't freaking care. They'd rather spend their time hurting another human being to get popular. I'm sorry. I would rather not do that to another human being. I don't want to be popular. I don't want to spend my time listening to a poor person getting their lives ruined because, oh my god, some asshole in the Colorado anime community can't get it through their fucking head that they're not as all that in a bag of chips. I'm sorry that your entire lifestyle revolves around warping things to your work, to your words. I never, ever started that shit with a person. Oh, and if you are ever in my community, no, I have never thrown someone out who hasn't deserved it. I was called a bad person because I evicted my roommate. I evicted my roommate for not paying rent for 3 months. But oh no, it was his word against mine, and since he's a popular, my word means absolute bull. Means nothing to anyone. I am still considered persona non grata in certain groups. So, yeah, you can, yeah. I've told my story 100 times about that, and how it's not my bloody fault. But, you know, it doesn't matter. I could tell people that this isn't my fault all I frickin' want, but to them, it matters very little. I took the responsibility, and of course, what does it get me? Absolutely nothing. It just gets me told, oh, you're that one. Sorry, I can't be your friend anymore. You're just not good friend material. Yeah, thanks. I always wanted to hear that from a flying sack of turtle caca, and I'm sure your mother would be proud of you for, believing the lies of a demented jerk whose friends couldn't possibly be in the wrong. By the way, my ex-roommate is not the demented jerk. His, best friend is. I'm sorry to say that, when he actually threw my ex-roommate under a bus too, that ended up making problems worse. Because, guess what? My poor roommate, basically had nowhere to go. He had no friends. His friends, or so-called friends, by the way, threw him under a goddamn bus. I mean, I could not be any more unforgiving about... I was forgiving, considering this whole dim-witted concoction of his roommates who, oh, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter to say it, but they will tell you very plainly that my friend, my ex-roommate, deserved this treatment? I could possibly, I could probably write an entire article on how fucked up that sounds. Oh, he makes a mistake. Oh, what is your answer? Let's throw him under a bus and see if he can swim on his own. That's totally awesome of you. You're awesome people, not. I'm literally not surprised that people will say this to me, that I am a very unforgiving person. No, I'm forgiving. What they did to my ex-roommate makes me totally nauseous and sick, and I cannot ever wonder how the fricking hell my ex-roommate could have friends who would throw him under a bus like that. I didn't even throw him under the bus when he got evicted. I literally tried to avoid the fuck out of him, because guess what? What was I supposed to do? Watch him hang himself? I would rather die than watch him hang himself with his own rope. But of course, people always talk about how I'm the bad guy over this, because, yeah, I told the truth, and telling the truth in the Colorado anime community is utterly wrong. Oh my god, I didn't know that. So, me being able to defend my roommate, who is a human being who never did anything wrong, other than the fact that he got accused of stalking his ex-girlfriend, which, by the way, just so the person who's aware, he was at a job interview, so, that wasn't stalking, that was going to a job interview. I am still trying to wrap my hand around that one. So, anyone who can, come up with a better excuse, yeah, tell me one I haven't heard yet, because, I am still trying to wrap my head around that one. Thank you. I am not sure how that goes for you guys, but I'm not sure. Any more than I am sure that going to this anime convention in the state of Colorado is probably the worst idea I have ever heard. But again, yeah, don't ask me. I am not the person in charge of this one. I opt to stay home and not be party to being a total jerkwad and treat people like... You know, I don't think the convention is to blame for the bull that goes on in its halls, because honestly, the people involved were people that absolutely have no place to argue about the fact that they are total, what's the term? Jerks. And then they turn around and they lie to other people and then say, oh, well, such and such did this to this person, blah, blah. I'm within my right to tell lies. Uh-huh. I actually sat through one lie, and it turned into a total shit fest on that one, because it turned out that the person, or persons, didn't realize that he was waiting on me in the bathroom until I had to clear that up, and one of the girls actually apologized to me, because she's like, I didn't know he was your friend. I was like, 1, he was waiting for me. 2, he was not looking for you. 3, if you're going to spread a lie, at least spread a convincing lie. Because, yeah, my best friend was waiting for me in front of the bathroom, and this was back in 2005, by the way, that this happened, and, yeah. That was the most convincing lie I ever not heard, because then my friend Ronan, who, actually stood up for once and said, what the hell? Okay, so he was waiting for you by the bathroom. Okay. I'm really sorry this happened. And I was like, so am I. Can I please not have this humiliation happen to me again? Because it turned out that, of course, these girls would rather, lie about it. I'm still kind of irritated by the fact that these girls lied about my friend, who, yes, he comes off as one of those, nice guys, and, if he ever finds out that I did a video based on the fact that I called out the hypocrisy of a bunch of freaking high school-aged cheerleader types, I would think that this would be one of those things where the kid probably, I don't know if she's even still in college or to this day even aware that she broke, she could have actually, violated his actual rights as a human being, because, oh my gosh, yeah, my friend has rights. Who knew that, someone like me, who has been his friend since, oh, I don't know, college, has been telling people that he is not one of those types of people, and if you ever tell me my friend is, I am just gonna go, oh, I can get more of those later. But yeah, that actually did happen at the same convention, and while I kinda understand people will say whatever they want about somebody else, I literally don't want to deal with the drama of somebody going in and telling me that so-and-so saw so-and-so. I mean, I honestly hope, to tell the truth, that you actually take this into consideration, that you could have actually violated my friend's human rights based on fact that you actually believed a rumor that none of which was actually true. And I am not freaking lying, because my friend, if he ever saw this video, would probably be yelling at the top of his lungs how retarded, or I'm not gonna use that word, no, how really dumb this sounds to hear a freaking adult accuse him of, what was the term? Talking to a female. Oh, FYI, one of the girls that spread a lot more rumors about him doesn't even live in the state anymore, so I would love to tell you that was a freaking waste of your god-awful time, because I've actually had to sit through that. And my friend in question actually got accused of the big R word, and yeah, that never happened. It never occurred, Buster. So whoever keeps believing that rumor needs to, yeah, you need to take a little bit of a look at your own personal life and stop, what was the term? Using the term, yeah, you're telling me my friend did something that never happened because he never took his clothes off. I love being around people that think that because my friend looks like a fedora wearing nice guy, that he'd actually do it, because this is a guy who spent half the time opening a door for girls, and I kind of like stared at this girl who did that and went, thanks, you are freaking jerks. Yes, I actually said that to a guy. Yes, this is a little bit of cheating, but after the whole incident, and I went to a convention and talked to the girl who was accusing him, and even she has mental... This was a mental block on my end, because I met this person, and she is a total, can I just be nice and say she's a little bit of, not all there in the, common sense string of things. I mean, this is a person who tried to blame my ex, one of my friends, for a situation that never happened. So next time I hear someone tell me, oh, this happened, I'm going to go, right. Can I ask you a really important question? Why did you blame my ex-boyfriend / best friend of something that he never did? Because, yeah, he already told me, and you're full of it. Yes, I had to tell the girl, And honestly, let me tell you something. A couple of her friends actually lost respect for her because she basically lied. She lied to my face that my friend, who is who cannot even be trusted normally to be a honest individual, actually said anything pertinent other than the fact that she was assaulted, but the assault never happened because my friend spent half the time vomiting in a toilet. I'm not lying. My friend was drinking that night and he never even left his room. And she was in a different hotel room. There were actual witnesses to that. And while people were saying, oh, you're backing him up because he's your friend. No, I'm backing him up because he is telling the truth. And he called me in a panic, and yeah. He literally... Yeah, after all that, I literally sat there and wondered, how the fuck did this happen? In fact, I yelled at him that I asked that question, how the fuck did this happen? Why the fuck did it happen? Who the fuck tells me, by the way, yeah, about that, I got accused of raping a girl. What? Yeah, you're telling me. So, yeah, now you know what's going on in my life that is particularly annoying. Even though I've been invited to this convention at the Gaylord Hotel in Denver, I'm out of not going. Not because I don't like the convention or the people that attend, it's more of the fact that, one, I can't afford it, and two, I just want to attend a different demographic of people and do different things on my own abilities, and I'd rather do it that way. I do apologize if it sounds sad, but honestly, I would rather attend a convention where, one, I know people are going to be safe, and two, I don't want to attend a convention where I don't feel comfortable anymore, because honestly, treating your friends like shit is not funny, nor do I like the fact that the convention still... And this is not their fault, this is not security's fault, this is the fault of the popularity crowd that frequents this convention. It's not, and honestly, I don't really blame anybody. So, trust me, I'm just gonna say it. Thank you, I am not gonna go to a convention, and I'm going to be going to DokuCon in November, and if you want to have a word with me, and you watch my videos, smash the like, say hello. I could say all sorts of fun things about it. It is easy to talk to me about how redundant and funny things are when people do things that will get you into trouble, but then you just start realizing there are really good people out there that just do such wonderful things for you. So, yes, there are some really great cosplayers out there at the convention. If you are going to this convention at the Gaylord, be nice, be safe, wear a mask. That's all I ask. Wear a freaking mask. Don't make others sick. Don't do something stupid. Don't get arrested. Don't make a scene. Don't try to understand what you don't understand about these people. Be nice. Oh, and if you're friends with my ex-roommate, tell him, you know I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at your friends who threw you under a bus, and you know they threw you right under that bus too. You shouldn't be nice to people who treat you like you did something stupid. you're not stupid. You're a good guy. And I honestly hope you get the message and you tell your friends, tell these friends of yours to screw off because they ruined your life. And if you are smart enough, yeah, they ruined your life. And I hope that you do get the message and you do understand I care. I have forgiven you for so much. Be happy that I am still able and willing to help you. So, again, have a nice night.